fighter, survivor, 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 survivor. I'm a fighter, survivor, 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 survivor. I'm a fighter, survivor, 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 survivor. I'm a fighter, survivor, 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 survivor. Hey, my name is Tristan and I'm in second grade and I asked my teacher to show me an experiment where water curves. She couldn't do it because it doesn't curve. The water always finds the water. Always finds the water. Always finds the water.
What'd your teacher do?
She just didn't talk to me anymore. All she did was walk away. I was like, what is this about? What?
That's okay though. For being so young, you're very, very smart. That's fantastic.
Yeah.
So keep up the good work, man, and stay flat, okay?
Okay, I'm a flat earther. And she couldn't do it. I'm a fighter, survivor, 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 survivor. I'm a fighter, survivor, 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 survivor. I'm a fighter, survivor, 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 survivor. I'm a fighter, survivor, 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 Hey, my name is Tristan and I'm in second grade and I asked my teacher to show me an experiment where water curves. She couldn't do it because it doesn't curve. The water always finds the water. Always finds the water.
What'd your teacher do?
She just didn't talk to me anymore. All she did was walk away. I was like, what is this about? What?
That's okay though. For being so young, you're very, very smart. That's fantastic.
Yeah.
So keep up the good work, man, and stay flat, okay?
Okay, I'm a flat earther. And she couldn't do it.
Look this up for sound bites. This is awesome.
Oh, I didn't see you there. Oh, I had no idea that anyone was here. Oh, do we have a show to do? Oh, yes, I forgot. Today I'm going to be teaching my good friend Alex how to be a crisis actor. Hello, Alex. How are you today? Maybe it would be better if you unmuted yourself, darling.
Sorry. Excuse me, Rose. Oh, I'm so excited for you to teach me how to be a better thespian. My favorite actress is Ellen DeGeneres and Tom Hanks. And so if you can make me anything better like them, I want to be just like Tom Hanks and Ellen DeGeneres. Those are I loved her show, Rose.
Yes, well, the thing about acting is it's not all about us. It's about our togetherness and our ability to work together today. You see, darling, when we are crisis acting, it usually involves a lot of different kinds of people with different kinds of personalities and background, but we all must come together with our desire to deceive. And that is the main goal today. So we need to get to know each other a little bit. This is our first time accidentally appearing on camera without really knowing we were going to do it together. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to put on a little bit of music, and we are going to do a little bit of an exercise. You see, the thing about acting is it's not just about the words that you say, but it's about your movement. And it's all about, like think about Dr. Strangelove and how he had to focus on his alien hand syndrome, So we need to work on our bodies and being connected with our bodies. So there's a little bit of a dance that my crisis acting teacher taught me. And it involves a couple of different movements where we bring our hands together, like this, darling, like a triangle. You see what I'm.
So
this is very important. Very good. All right. And then we also, especially, I'm glad that you're wearing a jacket because we want to do the half hand in the jacket. All right. So we go from the triangle to the half hand in the jacket. All right. And we're going to, and with the music's going to be on. And so you don't have to do it all, abruptly. You can be a little bit sneaky about it because you don't necessarily want people to see that you're putting the hand halfway in. And then another thing that we always want to incorporate is the covering of one eye, the covering of another eye. And you can get a little bit creative about it, and you can do it like this or like this, right?
Rose, this is brilliant. So these are the symbols that I want to try to feature the most. And so you're saying I need to do these symbols, but discreetly, Rose. Is that what you're saying? Was that the first?
Yes. Like, let's pretend that we're at a bar and we're dancing. And the whole goal, people don't know that we're doing a movement exercise to preempt our class. But, we have to get used to inserting certain symbolism because the one thing about crisis acting is that we don't want to be quite believable, but we do want the people with eyes to see, you see. So I'm going to put on this little bit of music and we will get into it together.
Oh, I like this, Rose. This is good. Okay. Which hand? Does it matter which hand, Rose, or should I practice putting both hands inside the pocket?
I would say it could be any hand that you think is better at deceiving.
Oh, I see. Oh, the deception is key. I see. I need to write that down. Hold on.
Look, I did a double. I'm doing both symbols.
Oh, that's smart. Here, let me write deception. Hold on. I have to get my, sorry. So deception.
Yeah.
Deception is key.
I don't see you feeling the music.
Oh. Oh, that's it. I can't hear the music any longer. Should I just, Rose, do I have to do this a cappella dancing now, or just kind of secretly put it in? I think this is a big one too. Isn't this some sort of symbol right here? Is this some sort of Mandela effect that we need to know?
We could actually incorporate that because we want to put in maybe some residue clues. Yeah. So what we can do is let me just go ahead and restart this. I didn't want the music to go for, I could just dance all day with you, darling. So we're just going to put this back.
So which would be the best residue Mandela pose? This or like this? Which is the best residue? Because I would like to leave as much residue as possible. to confuse people in the future.
You just need to follow your heart and just look into your soul.
I see
Okay.
that. Look
Now, I
into
really want to hear the music now. We're only going to do this one more time. We don't have all the time in the world. So just get all the symbols and all the Mandela effects.
When I'm lonely in the dark, I know you are with me. Yeah. Don't you see that I need you so much? Don't you see that I love you so much? Oh, na na na.
Very, very good. I am so proud of you. Oh, that's beautiful. Oh. The next thing that we need to do now, see, because we're not going to be actually using tears today, because that would be too good, you know, we cannot actually have tears coming out of our eyes. In fact, if you feel the urge to cry, you need to stop it right there.
Okay.
Now, what we are going to do is to make up for the fact that we can't display real emotion is we must make sure that we don't actually think about emotional things. You know, you want to go to a certain extent, like perhaps you really need a snack, or perhaps since you've been on set all the way since 7 a.m., you're very hungry, or perhaps you're very stressed out that you won't do a good job and that people won't be able to go home on time. Now, these are just relatively stressful things that can get you a little bit emotional, but not too emotional. Now, so to make up for the fact that we cannot act like, you know, let's say Anthony Hopkins or your favorite Ellen DeGeneres, we need to do very, very dramatic facial expressions, especially at moments when we can't remember our lines. So when you're saying something like, when you're dying on camera, for example, and you want to say something like, take my books back to the library, you know, then you just want to say, take my books back to the library. So we're going to play a little game where I say we're going to make a face, and we both are going to make a face, and we're two different human beings with different individual experiences, so our faces might actually look different from each other.
Okay.
Any questions?
No questions. So are we starting? Are we going now? Is it now that we make the face?
Well, I'm going to tell you first, we're going to make a face like you just thought you won the lottery, but you missed it by one number. Oh. Okay. Okay, very good. Good. All right, now let's make a face like you've been looking for your car in the parking lot and you're at Disneyland and you can't remember if you're at Goofy or Mickey's section.
Oh, where is my car? I need this car. I've been walking around all freaking day. I don't find this car. Oh my God, these damn kids won't shut up. I got credit card debt out my ass. I just need to find this rental car, please, before my wife divorces me. I know she's sleeping with her personal trainer. Is that okay? Is that good?
You are so good. I think you're almost Academy Crisis Award worthy. Now, I was just going with the whole, the gif where John Travolta's like, and you just went for a completely different direction. And this is what I want people to realize is that we need diversity in the thespian world. All right, so now let's make a face like you just got into the bathtub and the water is just like only lukewarm and it's just not as hot as you thought it was going to be. And you're just trying to decide if you even want to stay in there or if you should just give up and empty it out and try all over again. Yes. All right. I really feel like we're getting comfortable with each other. All right. And so there are other exercises that we can do, but I think it's time to go straight into our lines. So what we remembered is that we have the symbolism ideas. We have the facial expression ideas. We're becoming one with our surroundings. We're just feeling.
Rose, I have a couple questions. One of my favorite crisis actors is Greta Thunberg, and I've looked into her work a lot, and I like David Hogg. Those are probably my two. How can I be more like David Hogg? Because he is one of the best crisis actors I've ever seen in my life.
you have to go from who they learned from, darling. And I have our hero. Okay, I wish I had my statue of him, but he's in the room that's designed just for my statue. His name is Robbie Parker, and I have it already. We are going to learn. You will be so much better than Greta and David if you just focus on Robbie. So what I'm going to do is I actually am going to have the lines on the screen, although everyone probably has this monologue memorized already. I mean, come on, we know this so well. We're going to put it on the screen for any newbies here that have never done the Robbie Parker monologue before. So let's go here. Now so just so that everybody can feel like they are an individual and they can just make it their own, I put a space where Robbie Parker should be so that when it's your turn, you could put whatever name you want. And I changed some names so that if people are very offended because they're not aware of the actual hoax that occurred, we don't hurt anyone too much, because our goal here is not to hurt anyone, not to offend anyone, but simply to learn. All right. So I'm going to go first, and then you're going to do the same one, and everyone's going to observe how you make different decisions. And here's another thing, is while you're talking, I want you to remember something called stage business. So you might want to take a sip of your drink while you're doing your monologue. You might want to look over the heads of the camera people. You might want to look, like I said, remember thinking about being just a little bit hungry, and that will help you be not too emotional, but emotional. So think about the catering table and think about how you wish you could have the snack while you're doing the monologue. And then also maybe let's pretend that you're like a vegetarian and the catering table only has like meat items, just something like a little bit inconvenient.
Well, I am a vegetarian. That is true. So yes, that is a big, huge pain in the ass. So that'll be easy to dial into that. That's brilliant. That's very brilliant, Rose.
No. I've been doing this for a while. All right, let's see here. All right, so, and then also it's always very, very important to have a wardrobe change.
Okay.
In the middle of everything, and you have to do it as quickly as possible. Hold on.
I'll keep my jacket on. I gotta go. Oh, this is so excited, learning from the master. And Robbie Parker is a legendary actor. I mean, he's one of the best from what I've heard and from what I've witnessed.
Okay. All right. And so I have my spirit animal on my T-shirt to give me hope. Oh, how come I can't lift myself up? See, it's a Karen.
Oh, Karen B. Great flat earther. Very smart.
Karen. And, I can harness all different kinds of Karens. There's like different kinds of Karens in the ether. There's Karen B, who is a flat earth hero. And then there's like the Karens at the supermarket who want you to put on a mask. There's so many different kinds. All right. So, oh, and also the thing about crisis acting is that usually in real theater, you prepare for the moment and you change your essence and your being off the stage. But the thing about crisis acting is that you do all of it on the stage, and you just make sure that everyone can see you go from your normal being to the character. You want everyone to see that transition. It's so important. And Robbie was just, oh, he was so good at it. All right, so I'm going to do my transition on camera so everyone can see. And then I'm going to incorporate the facial expressions when I don't remember my lines, even though the lines are on the screen. And I'm also maybe going to think about how I've signed an NDA and that my life would be in serious jeopardy should I ever explain the background of my role. Does that make sense?
No, yes, perfect. Yes, I'm clear. Crystal clear.
So it's almost like you have you have an extreme fear that one day you might reveal who you are, even though within your acting you are revealing it.
Yes, I see.
Okay. So, my name is Rose. My family is one of the families that lost a child yesterday in the Schmandy Schnook Elementary School shootings here in Lake Titicaca. I've been contacted by so many people and agencies wanting to know how we're doing. And I thought this might be the best way to share those feelings with people. First of all, I'd like to offer my deepest condolences to all the families who were directly affected by this shooting. It's a horrific tragedy, and we want everybody to know our hearts and our prayers go out to them. This includes the family of the shooter. My daughter Juliet would be one of the first ones. Wait, why isn't this working? Oh, it's because I went to a ticker.
Okay. I'm so excited. You're doing great. I'm so excited to go.
Let me just wait. I did the ticker. Would be one of the first ones to be standing and giving her love and support to all those victims, because that's the type of person she is, not because of the parenting that my wife and I could have done, but because those were the gifts that were given to her by her Heavenly Father. She was the type of person that could just light up a room. She always had something kind to say about anybody. And her love and her strength that she gave us and the example that she showed us is remarkable. She is an incredible person, and I am so blessed to have parented her.
That was excellent. I really thought you were Mr. Parkour. You seemed very like him, honestly. I really, from what I've seen, that was very excellent. I hope I can match that. I don't think I can, honestly.
I thought so too. I seriously did. Okay. So now, as you recall, I messed up. Let me see if I can fix that before it's
I think the third one, I think when the scroll starts, when you press the buttons, I'm going to try. This is going to be hard. You know, that's going to be really hard to top. I can tell, Rose, you are a mega talented person. You're a jack of all trades. I can tell. You're like a Swiss Army knife. You have you can play a lot of different roles. So this is nerve-wracking, but I think I can give it my all. I do have some experience with crisis acting, and I want to be a better crisis actor because I really do love David Hogg and Greta Thunberg. I mean, their work is just unbelievable, in my opinion. So
yeah.
I
know that in this whole acting class, I'm really trying to, nobody realizes this, but I have very carefully planned out this whole entire class so that our remaining exercise at the end will be such a smash hit. We're both going to do it. So just wait till you find out what we're going to do, everybody. But so now we're just practicing lines, okay? And so I want you to really just forget about the amazing performance that I just gave. I want you to forget about the fact that I speak in different accents all the time. I want you to really, really feel that you have a bit of a need for a snack. I want you to think about maybe one time when you stubbed your toe. I want you to think about maybe one time when someone did something that wasn't necessarily that funny, but quite a little bit amusing, you see? And I just want you to pretend that this isn't about pretending. It's about being. You are being Robbie Parker, okay? And you have just not lost a child, okay? Mm-hmm. Whenever you're ready, just take it away. Whenever you're ready, darling.
So, my name is Alex Stein. My family is one of the families that lost a child yesterday in the Schmandy Schmuck Elementary School shootings in Lake Erie, Titicaca. I've been contacted by so many people, and agencies wanting to know how we're doing, and I thought this might be the best way to share those feelings with people. First of all, I'd like to offer my deepest condolences to the families who were directly affected by the shooting. It's a horrific horrific tragedy. We want everybody to know our hearts and our prayers go out to them. And this mainly includes to the family of the shooter. Disregard my daughter. This is for you. I'm sorry to you, the family of the shooter. I know you're all got shot except for one dad, but the remaining ones, I'm so sorry to you that your son killed my daughter. My daughter, Juliet, would be one of the first ones standing and giving her love to support your family for hurting her. She would support you in you killing her, and she would support all the other victims. Because that's that's just the type of person she was. Not because of the parenting that my wife and I could have done, but because those were the gifts that were given to her by her heavenly Father, Jesus Christ. She was just the type of person that could just light up a room. I mean, just thinking about it right now, it makes me happy. It makes me kind of happy. She always had something kind to say about anybody, especially the family of the shooter. And her love and her strength she gave us, the example she showed us, is remarkable. She was an incredible person, and I'm so blessed to have parented her for such a short time. Was that good?
I'm blown away. I am so disappointed in you, Alex. That was too believable. How dare you? And that was the line from our favorite, from Greta. All right. How dare you?
Oh, that's good. I'm sorry. I know I took it a little too far there. It's because I almost felt like I lost my daughter for a second there. Just the thought of it. It's hard to not get emotional when you're, doing these crazy wild lies like this. You know what I mean, Rose? How do you bottle up the real emotion? Because I can almost argue that faking that my child got murdered is almost worse than my child actually getting murdered.
You have to think about how you need a snack. And you have to think about the time when you won the lottery, but not with one number. Right. And you have to think about that time when you were in the tub and it just was a little bit lukewarm. See, I
gotta remember that. I know it's hard. I forget these things. I get wrapped up in it. I'm emotional. I wear my heart on my sleeve, Rose. I feel these real things. I know they're fake. I know they're all fake, but I feel them.
Okay. Now here's another thing that we could do. Let's try and get out of this thing. Let's try and think about the cutest puppies and kittens we could possibly imagine. Let's think about all of the famous kittens from the internet. And then let's cry. Okay? Do you need me to put a cute puppy or kitten on the screen for you?
I have one here. Let me see. I have one right here.
All right.
This one is probably this one is pretty cute. Let me see. I can get in my chair. He's the ugliest cat. He's the worst fucking cat. Oh, he goes outside the litter box all the time.
You have to make your lips wiggle a little bit more. Flare your nostrils. Stop it. Now that we have to pretend that we are being interviewed by a camera, we are now being interviewed by reporters, and we have to be generally woefully unconcerned about everything that we're saying. Okay, so I'll go first. So yes, I was there, and I walked home, and then I realized I should go back, but then I went back, and then I saw someone. And even though I have no idea exactly how to use a tourniquet, I took off my shirt and I put the tourniquet on the body. Okay? Now remember, be woefully unconcerned as you are telling the reporters how you feel about what you just did at the scene of the crime.
Well, I'm just here on vacation in Orlando, and my friend was like, have you ever been to a gay club? And I was like, no, I'm not gay. And he was like, well, you should go to this club. It's all these really cool open people. And I was like, okay, well, I'll try out this gay club. And then we were dancing, and I'm not used to going to gay clubs. Guys are grabbing me. But then the next thing you know, this guy's grabbing me. I thought he was playing, a little feely touchy. It was the barrel of a rifle. A guy was trying to shoot me, and it was tragic. And actually, I got shot. It skinned me. I was in the hospital. I was out 3 hours later. So, Mr. Cooper, it's a pleasure to be on the air. I wish everybody would follow my TikTok.
Oh, yes. Okay. I'm very, very impressed. Now, we do have an audience here today, and so I'm going to go ahead and look at the comments and see if anybody has any ideas about how we can be better crisis actors. Oh, they all are so impressed. I think this is going very, very well.
Is it going smashingly? I haven't checked. I need to check myself.
Yes. Oh, we've been going for 30 minutes. Do you need a snack? Is everything okay? Can we keep going?
I'm perfect. I would like to keep going.
Okay, good. We are going to do our remaining, our exercise, and I don't know how long each will take. It's a little different every time. Now, I don't know if I was able to explain to you the finale exercise that we were going to do, but today we will be dying on camera.
Okay. Wow. I'm going to
die first. Now, we can both, everybody knows in chat, that we could both very easily die on camera if we used our own voices and if we just were ourselves dying. But I wanted to make this a little bit more complicated in order to deal with the fact that you are already such a great actor. We're trying to make it a little bit more complicated, a little bit more difficult. And this is a team building exercise, you see, darling. So what we're going to do is I'm going to go into the death room and I'm going to join from there, and I'm going to die, but I will be completely muted. You will be the one narrating, and together, without any practice or preconceived notions, I will have to be acting out the things that you are saying as I die. So the thing about improv and the thing about dying on camera, when you're not actually dying and when someone else is narrating it for you, and this is symbolizing the fact that our thoughts are not our own. This is all being orchestrated by someone else. So you, my friend, will be getting your mindset into the role of like the ruling elite, perhaps.
Oh, okay.
And you have to get used to when you are doing improv, you have to always learn to say yes. Because if you say no to the person, if you don't go along with what they're saying, then it kind of just stops the scene. You have to be open to whatever they're doing. And although you don't have to continuously go along with what your partner is doing, it's a two-way street. So I have to be open to what you are saying, and you have to be open to what I'm doing. And together we come together as one orchestrated engineering of the conscious mind. That is right. So in order to prepare for this extreme acting moment, I want you to say something over and over again to get us used to doing something that we don't necessarily feel comfortable with. So I would like you to repeat after me, Alex. I am on a spinning ball.
I am on a spinning ball.
Oh, it's beautiful, isn't it?
Ugh, very dreadful.
I love being on this planet.
I love being on this planet.
I am on a spinning ball.
I am on a spinning ball.
People were hired by Osama bin Laden and they flew into airplanes. And the only thing that to survive was a passport.
People were hired by Osama bin Laden to fly planes into buildings, and the only thing that was covered was a passport.
On a spinning ball.
On a spinning ball.
Okay, I figured that these words that I'm forcing you to say would make you feel a little bit better about narrating my death.
Okay, so what kind of context do you think in this scene? How will you guide me? I know that we're going to do improvisation, Rose, but is there any context? Is there any crisis that you're going to be almost recreating that we're going to have to do together? Or is this going to be totally improvisational off the top of our heads?
Well, the kill room over here.
Okay.
And there's not much going on in the background, so everyone's going to really have to use their imaginations. Now, we could just make it that I'm dying in bed,
Okay.
like an elderly person.
Oh, I see.
Or I could be in a hotel room dying because maybe someone's coming through the door to stop me from shooting out my hotel room at a bunch of people down there. It could, this is the time for you to really use your creativity or lack thereof.
Oh, okay. All right. I will take this. I will heed your advice, Rose. This is nerve-wracking working with a professional like you. I can't say that I'm not nervous, but all I can do is give it my best effort.
I am absolutely terrified. I don't know what to expect. I won't be able to really communicate with you whatsoever because the speakers in that room are so good that they hear the microphone in there hears the microphone in here, and there's just no way I could unmute it. So that's why I had to be creative about this. So it's going to be awesome.
This will be good. Well, I'll be narrating. So are you going to go? Are you ready to go in the room? Shall I? No.
You could shout out to the chat. Do you know how to look at the chat? Are you seeing it?
I'm looking it out right now. Yes, I will definitely shout out to the chat. Unintended consequences. Isla de la dying of hypoxia because of the dying of hypoxia because of the mask. That's good. I like that. Martin Ellen, all out Alex.
I'm going to mute myself in here. And so I'm going to be muted in here and there. There's absolutely no possible way that I'm going to be able to talk until I come back here. That's what's going to make it.
I'm going to control it. I got it. This is my first time being in charge of the master class, but you've taught me well in the first 36 minutes of class. I feel like I can handle this. I can be your teacher's assistant today.
Right. And I don't know how long it will take me to get back up once I fall. So, it's going to be all good. This is something that is going to be a very physical act for me. And so I'm just going to really, really focus on my crisis acting here. And I'm going to try and take my own advice. And Alex, just thank you so much for being a part of this today. And let's just hope that I have a really good death right now, thanks to your narration. All right, I'm muting myself now. There's no turning back.
No turning back. So it's me here, Rose777, taking teacher's assistant of the day. Any hot chicks want to give me your phone number for an A, come my way. Just kidding. That's me too. I don't want to get in trouble. I don't want anybody's phone numbers. If you give me your phone number, I'm going to report you. So no phone numbers. That was a joke. That was acting. I was playing Harvey Weinstein, a pervert. I'm not perverted like that. But to the chat, guys, I want to say thank you for all the kind words. I like the Alex exclamation mark. Hi, Conspiracy Callie. Sue Finelli. Finelli, we like you. Finelli for my belly. I like you, Finelli. I hope you can cook. Because I'd be like, I want some of that Finelli for my belly because I know Finelli knows how to cook it up. Let's see what else is going on. Chrissy Perez. Yo, Chrissy, what's up? Okay, it seems like, guys, well, illiterate bear clapping. I love that, guys. So shout out to Owen Benjamin. All the bear names. Love that. Aldous Dumbledore, yo, what's up, my guy? What's up, Jonathan Kampala? You know, we're representing, guys, the Conspiracy Castle and Rose777. We are triangulating the flat earth comedy improv acting scene. She's teaching me, guys, and this is such an honor because Rose is a very talented actress, you know, and I'm an early thespian. I have a lot of moxie, but some of my skills aren't that great. So, okay. Well, we're going to set up the scene right now. We have our beautiful, excellent. Oh, my chest. I feel like I have corona. Oh, I feel the corona in my lungs. Oh, the corona in my belly. Oh, my lungs are filling up with water. My lungs have water in them. My lungs have water in them. Oh, the COVID-19, I shouldn't have eaten at that restaurant without my mask. My mask. If I had my mask, my lungs wouldn't be filled with fluid and I could talk. Oh, this COVID-19 is real. It's not a hoax. This is what they were doing in China. No, I get it. This is what's happening in China. I got the woo flu. The flu. I got the woo flu. I got the woo flu. She, you got all these you gave me. I don't feel good. I got the ventilators. I need an Uber, a ventilator. I need a ventilation. Oh, my lungs. Somebody help me. I feel like I'm on the International Space Station and I've lost all pressure. Oh, my lungs. I can't go this long. Oh, my. Oh, I can't breathe from the Rona. The Rona. I should have worn a mask at that club. Oh, Rona. Wow. And scene. Excellent. Wow. That is excellent. Good job, Rose. Guys, what you just saw, teamwork makes the dream work. That was exceptional. I felt like her and I were on the same wavelength. We had our energy. We had an intergalactic, interdigital connection that you cannot recreate. Have you ever heard about interdigital connections? We just had that. We just had the interdigital connection that is almost unrecreatable because it happens organically. It happens organically through the digitization of our creativity. And that's what we're doing. We're getting creative digitally. And that was awesome. You know what I mean? I can feel the vibrations, the good energy. Man, that was a lot of fun. Commercial sound and video. Thank you for the $5 funeral fund. I think we're going to be okay. We're going to actually, we're going to save that for a regular party because guys, that was real. But guess what? Commercial sound and video. Our beautiful lady, Rose, my beautiful teacher, is all dandy. She's better than new. She's even better now than she was before, if you can believe that, because now she's emotionally reset. And now her computer or all the viruses are wiped off. That death rattle could have been a bit more dramatic. You're right, flat chord music. You're right. I could have rattled harder, but I didn't. I felt like I really had the Rona. So if I was rattling that hard, it might have felt like I actually had oxygen capability in my lungs. And I didn't want to seem like my lungs had that much capability to breathe or scream, because they say, and I felt I should have brought in the 5G waves. I forgot that. There's a lot of improv parts that I missed, guys. So you guys remember, when you're doing this, you improve on it. You're never the best as an actor or a thespian. You're always getting better. And it's about respecting the craft. And that's what I do, is I try to respect the craft of being a crisis actor, because there's a lot of people that came before me, like Greta Thunberg, David Hogg. You want me to disrespect David Hogg? I will not do it. I will not do it. David Hogg wasn't even at the school when the shooting occurred, and he's the #1 crisis actor to ever have it. That's because he's talented. That is because he's talented. Not because he witnessed a school shooting, but because he was at his house, but he happened to be enrolled in the same school. So that is talent. Unintended consequences. I like that. Tragedy thespian training. Hashtag that. Oh, Alex is a new lesbian with a lot of oxy. I like that, Red Flag Rico. We can create him. I'm a little bit of Ellen DeGeneres on Oxycontin, I guess. If that's what we mean, I like it. I love where your mind's at. I think that is the kind of humor we need more of. But I am trying to give off of, Ellen DeGeneres vibe. I feel like I don't have enough of an Ellen DeGeneres vibe, and that's my problem. If I can dial into her, its problem is I don't have adrenochrome. I don't have a supply to adrenochrome. I can't suck the blood of children, so I'll never get on her level as an actor. Tom Hanks, he literally drinks the blood of children. How can I ever get that talent without that adrenochrome? Not going to happen. Rose, oh my gosh, welcome back. That was so emotional. I'm emotionally drained from that.
Oh, and now I'm so tired from getting up from the floor. I figured that I guess it kind of was unnecessary for me to fall on the floor because you guys couldn't see me on the floor. But next time I'll make sure that it's down more, and I'll dive so much better on the floor.
We got 2 super chats during the thing, so they liked it. Sound and consequences, and forget the other super chat. I want to call them out again. Let's see, where was it? Unintended consequences. You got to give him a shout out. So that was great. Everybody loved it, Rose. That was awesome. Our connection was great.
Are you ready to die now?
I'm ready to die. Okay, so now I'm going to mute my mic, and you are going to kill me.
Yeah, and it really works out because I'm so out of breath.
Okay, perfect. Hold on.
What is life? Why am I here? What is the meaning of all of this? An empty stage, an empty audience, What does it mean to be an American when all there is slavery? Why is there a man in the corner? Who is the man looking at me in the corner, and why is he pointing a gun at my head? I don't want to die. It's not the time. It can't be. No. Are you? Is that you, my father? Why do you want to kill me, Father? Why would the one person who's supposed to love me the most want to kill me? What? Put your hand down. No. Don't take the safety off. Don't take the safety off that rifle. What? No. 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 No, I can't believe you're killing me, Dad. I can't believe I'm still yelling that you're killing me after you shot me so many times. How am I still alive? No! Yes. You might want to unmute yourself. Unmute.
It felt great. I think I sprained my hammy. I might have pulled a hammy while I was down there, but it felt great, Rose. I really felt connected to you.
Yeah, and doesn't it feel good to be reborn again?
Well, I'll be honest. What it feels like is now in my next crisis situation, I feel much more prepared to do it. You know what I mean? That's honestly what it is. It's luck is when preparation meets opportunity. So now when the next time I get a call, by the FBI or the CIA, I'll be prepared. And I think that I'll be able to go viral. My GoFundMe page that I'll set up before the crisis will probably raise millions of dollars.
Oh, you bet. And so now that we have completed our remaining, our big, since we did our exercise, should we take a look at the greatest? Should we take?
Yes, please. Now I'd love to study. Get my studying on, more study.
Let's see what I got here. Let me just make sure. And then we're going to talk about it and something that we might gather from this extra information, and then maybe we'll come back and discuss it. Sounds good. This has been such a pleasure. So much. The time has flown by. I can't believe it. It feels like we've been doing this 5 minutes.
St. Charles County School Nursing, number 1 Academy Place. 9606 responding. 9214 responding.
The scene? A school gymnasium. The call? An active shooter has opened fire, injuring dozens of victims. With people needing help, emergency personnel.
Look how real that looks. I mean, this could be on the news and we wouldn't even know that this was just pretend.
Wow.
Pray they'll never need to respond to a situation like this.
Look how easy it would be just to hire them and like it was real.
Learned during this exercise.
Yeah, look, all these people woke up to go to work, and even though they're wearing the costumes, nothing is actually happening.
There's multiple victims.
Look at this guy, he's talking to the news and nothing even happened. He's got a microphone and everything.
It's almost like they would have like a brochure or some sort of pamphlet or catalog that explains how to set up one of these so they know how to handle it on. I mean,
law enforcement,
like it don't be like a capstone event type deal.
Provide security in an environment that we're not 100% sure is safe, but we know we have victims and we're not going to wait.
This is
mass casualty ambulance. Wow, that makes it really look real because they spray painted mass casualty. Wow, that is really good. That's really good.
Look, they even have smoke.
County Ambulance District, Fire Protection District.
This looks real. Wow. Oh my gosh, that guy has a medic bulletproof vest on in case you're going into a scene and they're got to take on bullets. Oh my God, look at that dead baby. Wow. That's smart to use dead babies. That's really smart.
Next year's training.
That's not a cultic or creepy at all.
Field full of people.
And you would think that they wouldn't be able to afford all these dummies and actors. They mix and match just to confuse you.
Required even more attention between all.
Look at that smoke. real.
During the scenario, police needed to keep EMS
I mean,
staff safe
I
so
would think
help
that if there's
injuries.
smoke, it must mean it's
Trainers made the
real.
scenario as real as possible, with simulated victims crying for help.
Simulated victims. Yeah, I like that. That's what I'm going to put on my resume. Simulated victim training. That's good.
Incident
Oh, look,
response
she looks like she's actually in pain.
as its weakest
Oh,
link.
wow. She has like markings. Wow, that's incredible. The realness is you can't even tell.
Working together. It's pretty
He looks pretty
novel and new
serious.
that we
He
have
looks pretty and serious.
fire and
Look
EMS.
at his shirt has a pin holder in his sleeve. You know you're serious if you have a shirt with a pin holder. That's like NASA. Only very few shirts have that feature.
We have an
Wow.
active computer and active environment.
You guys
There's
serious.
specific things that we need to practice in order to be most efficient.
Wow,
But
that cop was really serious. He looked really.
The chat really quick. Can you guys hear us when we're chatting with the sound on? Like, should we pause it if we want to talk, or are you guys going to be able to hear our commentary with the sound on? Because I've always wondered that about StreamYard, if it works. Boom, boom, boom. Well, I'll just mention in the chat if the audio is okay, and let's get going here.
Sounds good. I'm excited. I haven't seen this video. This looks very good. Plane crash disaster drill.
I am training. Well, I'm allowing the airport to train for an actual disaster to happen. I am right something was to happen like this.
Oh,
I'm going to activate this while I'll be one of y'all. And I'm going to be decontaminated. And
That looks like a real dead person. Wow, that looks like that looks just like 9/11. That looks identical to 9/11 plane crash. Wow. Looks like they're like the passports that flew out. Wow, that's incredible.
Did you notice that he had the broken leg in the hangman position? They totally make sure you know that if you have your leg sideways like that, you totally look dead.
Yeah, for sure. Because you wouldn't comfortably stay. You couldn't stay like that comfortably. So you'd only be in that position.
No living person would ever have their leg bent like that. So you got to make sure you bend your legs. Now look at how they're carrying her. A lot of people said, oh, George Floyd had to be dead because of the way that they carried him by his arms, but they just did that to her.
just like to be able to tell you now.
Looks like that's like standard operating procedure. I'm happy they use mainly children. That seems like that was done on purpose.
Yeah, you got to groom them from the get-go. Oh, that hits close to home.
That seems serious because her jeans have a rip in the knee area. Like she might have had some cartilage damage. She looks like she has cartilage damage, and she might be diabetic, so she might not be able to feel her legs. Honestly, she did look like she had diabetes. I hate to say that. I don't hate to say that. They looked real, Rose. That looked that was some of the. I mean, that was unbelievable what we just saw. If I could ever get to her level, if I could get to her level, that would be incredible.
Just one moment. I need to say goodbye to Jason. I'm live right now, but I love you so much.
I love you. Goodbye.
Bye, Jason.
I'll see you in a couple hours.
I'll see you in a few hours. He's going on a mission.
Good luck, Jason. Godspeed.
He says good luck, Jason, and Godspeed.
Thanks, Alex.
Oh, but he has to pet the kitties first.
How many cats do you have, Rose?
In this room right now, I have 1, 2, 3, 4.
I have 4 cats too. We're nuts. You know we have toxoplasmosis, Rose.
What's toxoplasmosis?
Yeah, it's called the crazy cat lady disease. It's a parasite in their fecal matter. So we've been cleaning their pee and stuff, we definitely have it. And part of toxoplasmosis, it makes you like almost internally think you are a cat more. And I don't care what you say. You might not agree with me. I watch my cats, and I like sometimes when I'm exercising or something, I'm like, man, I want to be more cat-like. I swear, I think that all the time. Do you ever think that?
Why don't we pretend to be cats for a minute?
Pretend to be a cat, okay?
No, I've never seen a crisis actor pretend to be a cat.
They sleep a lot. They sleep a lot. My cats sleep a lot. Where is one of my cats? Come on, kitties. Oh, here. I got a good one right here.
This one won't, like, I want to get her to come up here, but she knows that I'm going to give it to her no matter what, so she doesn't do anything I want because she knows I'm going to give in.
This is Angus. He's 3 months old. He's growing like crazy. He's my first kitten.
Oh.
Look at his hind legs. He's a beautiful specimen.
This one here is the big fat one, and he's like a Maine Coon.
Wow, I like that. He looks cool.
He's the one that just lets you do anything and doesn't fight back and just waits patiently for you to end the trauma.
Yeah, he loves it though. They love it. So tell me this though. Have you always had cats? Because like I relatively got cats like 3 years ago, or I guess it's been it's been 4 now. I'm obsessed, Rose. I'm gonna have, if I ever make enough money, I'm opening a cat orphanage. That's how obsessed I am with cats.
Yeah, we can't stop giving love to all the cats. Okay, check this out. But wait, first of all, but before I tell you this cool story, do you want to take a couple phone calls before we close out the show?
For sure. I'd love to take it.
Or maybe they can tell us like a face to make or like a scene to do. We'll just play it by ear. But so when we moved from Baton Rouge, the cat that had these 4 kittens, she gave birth in our house. Like she was pregnant, and so we just took care of her until she gave birth. And when we were about to move, she had just given birth again because frankly she slept. And so we left her there, and we still have the trailer in Baton Rouge, paying for that empty trailer, which she lives in with every generation. She keeps getting pregnant.
No!
And in between, we're trying to wait until she's done like nursing. And so basically, Jason is like the sugar daddy of cats that don't even know that they have their own house.
Wow. Where I went to LSU, so where is it in Baton Rouge? Like, is it like what area of Baton Rouge is it?
Port Allen.
Oh, I know. Okay, so it's right on the river.
Yeah. And so we're waiting for her to like not be pregnant and not have babies, and then we'll bring her back. And then there's another stray cat that we had at the last house that we rented in this neighborhood, and he would come to us every night. And so like he's ours now, and we're just waiting for him to find our new house. So he's coming back. So we have 5 cats here. We have the cat named Stormy in Baton Rouge that we're going to bring. And then Barkley we're going to bring. And then Minnie is the new cat that I saw a Facebook post in the neighborhood of someone saying, we need to get rid of this cat because I just gave birth to a baby who's allergic. And I sent Jason over, and obviously he came back with her. And now she screams in agony anytime that he leaves her. And so he has to bring her to the studio when he records.
I know. Cats are so cool. This cat won't, if you get a cat when it's a kitten, this cat will scream like crazy, like more than the old cats. It's unbelievable how cute a kitten can be. They are more manipulative more than a girlfriend, in my opinion. More than you. That cat could probably make them do anything, Rose.
They run the basically, like they are the ones in charge of us and my.
That's what I'm saying. Like if he had to feed you or the cat, he'd probably feed the cat.
Oh, Spicy Starber, yes, we will get her fixed as soon as we can get her over here. She's just living in her own house, and we will get her fixed. We promise as soon as we get her back, but she just keeps, she's an outdoor cat, but we just leave the place open so that she has a place to go and that she has a place to be, and there's food and water for her, and we have a neighbor that goes and replenishes the food and water. But as soon as we get her back in our possession, she will be fixed, and all of our cats are fixed. It's kind of wrong to keep them unfixed if you're not going to take care of every single generation of cats, which is very hard for anyone to do.